What can we do if we face a difficult problem? Welcome to Chinese Star Tales, 亮晶晶中文
Fun stories and songs for the young
and young at heart. 你好，我是严妈妈。
你好，我是晶晶。
How do you weigh something if you don't have a scale?
Maybe we can use another method.
Today's story is called 曹冲称象.
CaoChong Weighs the Elephant.
During the time of the Three Kingdoms, which was a long time ago, there was a king who gifted CaoCao a big elephant. CaoCao was a general.
But there were no elephants in the north, so nobody's ever seen them.
And so CaoCao brought his whole court to see this big elephant.
This elephant was very tall and strong.
When everybody walked over to compare, nobody could reach the elephant's back. And then they looked at the elephant's 4 thick legs. And they were almost like pillars in a big hall.
This elephant is so big. How do we know how much this elephant weighs? Does any of you guys have an idea? CaoCao asked.
谁有办法称出它的重量? There was a minister that said, I think we can try to build a really big scale. Another minister said,
I think we can chop the elephant into pieces and then weigh it.
But CaoCao kept shaking his head. 他听了一直摇头.
Then a kid either 5 or 6 years old came in front of CaoCao and said, Father, I think I have an idea to weigh the elephant.
CaoCao looked down, and it was his very own beloved son, Caochōng. He laughed and said, What kind of idea would you have? Tell me, please. 说给我听听吧. Caochōng whispered into his father's ear. His father's face suddenly broke out into a broad smile. He told his ministers, Let's go to the river and go weigh our elephant. 走，到河边看称象去.
When they arrived at the river, there was a boat in the river, so CaoCao told his men to put the elephant in the boat.
Once the boat stopped shaking, Caochōng went up to the boat and then made a mark where the water reached the boat.
The ministers didn't know what CaoChong was doing.
大臣们都摸不着头脑. Caochōng told the men to take the elephant off the boat and then asked everybody to fill the boat with rocks. The boat started sinking lower. 船上面装了石头，开始一点一点地往下沉. The boat went lower until
it went to the mark CaoChong made.
And that's when Caochōng told them to stop filling it with rocks. The ministers suddenly realized what was happening. So if they just weighed all the rocks that were in the boat, then they would find out how much the elephant had weighed. CaoCao was so proud of his son. He looked at his ministers and thought, look at how bright, how clever my son is.
The end. 故事完毕. Friends, what would you do if you have to weigh something that is very big and you don't know what to do? If you like our show, please rate or write in a review with it. Hee hee. Have a good day.
Visit us at ChineseStarTales.com and leave a voice message with any comments, ideas, and suggestions. You can also email hi@ChineseStarTales.com.
Don't forget to rate us on your podcast app.
And kindly leave us a review. Please also share the podcast with a friend today. This helps us to reach new listeners and continue the show. Thanks for listening. We'll be back with more stories and songs to help you enjoy Chinese.